Hi! While the refactoring process is fully in progress, I also continued learning better lighting and rendering mechanism. Additionally, I continued building more objects I can use later in many levels in this game. This is also what I really can show to you. The refactoring of my scripts itself does not come with anything visible to show you. So here we are. These doors have already been an eyesore for me for too long. At first and from the front, those textures look not that bad. But up there's always this shadow from the picture the texture comes from. Also, when we are moving to the side, the 2D factor of the current solution becomes clearly visible. Not to mention, the resolution is not too high and from a steep angle, it starts getting pixeled. So I decided to create a door that really has the surface of the texture. To do so, I first created a flat copy of the body with matching height and width. And then I had to divide the surface and recreate the exact feature of the original texture. For example, it starts with this frame being a bit carved into the door. Then, following the other frames, at first being carved even deeper into the door, but with the center plate being at the original height level again, or even a bit further outside than the original height. Here is the recreation. I had to keep track of the diagonals, so it will not look funny. Now, I only would need to copy this over. Unfortunately, this is not supported by ProBuilder. I can neither copy and drag and drop or copy and paste a given geometric part. So I really had to go through the same process another 5 times, while being extra careful not to change the size of the angels relative to the already created ones, since that would look wrong and easily be noticed by anyone. And when I finished the other 5 geometrics, I had to start again and doing exactly the same from the other side of the door. I did really appreciate it if ProBuilder had such a feature to copy this. Adding the doorknob instead was fairly easy, especially since I could copy it from one side of the door to the other. I was really putting effort in detail and precision, so I have some decent doors I can reuse in later levels. But I got rid of that extra lock up here, because indoor doors usually do not have it. I could add another standard one later if needed. And here they are. Without textures at the moment, but that's easy to fix soon. Now they really have some depth in them and no pixeling when viewing from a steep angle. I also created those things, but I may want to rework them and get rid of all these edges, making them looking more like those toilet assets I downloaded. This game is not supposed to be low poly. The other thing I worked on was the refactoring of the NPC script. Here you can see that I already created several new ones, but the file named NPC script still contains far too many functions. So refactoring goes on. That's it for today. Next time I will have finished the refactoring. But because there's not too much to show to you from just the refactoring, I will have a small gameplay session in order to give you a look how far the game has already processed and is playable. So please look forward to the 1st of December. Until then, bye!